This is Monsieur Magazine, and I believe you have been having a fantastic week. Especially today is a Tuesday, so we are beginning a week, and I believe everything is okay. So today I was having fun watching various documentaries, and there are a lot of documentaries which I watched today concerning the Cameroonian aircraft, which not Cameroonian but Kenyan aircraft which collapsed into Cameroon. And also I had the opportunity to watch a documentary which involved an accident where a pilot was sucked out of the plane. And I also watched not really a documentary but an interview. And I need to give you this interview which I believe can give you a different perspective of life. And this interview is by Joe Biden Network. This is of the survivor of 9/11, which happened in 2001, and I believe it happened on September. So, and this is one of those incidents which I saw that probably we tend to underappreciate what we have, and the most important thing which we have is life. And sometimes when we find ourselves in situations where life can actually flash within a few seconds, then you return into your normal senses and you happen to find yourself that you are one of the wealthiest people on this planet. So in this Joe Biden interview, this guy survived the 9/11 tragedy, which was a terrorist attack. He was traveling to the company which was in the 64th floor. That's where he used to work, and he was late in that day. But during this incident, he was late. He went to the lift. He was to be dropped the floor which he was working. But reaching I believe it was a floor like beyond 44, reaching there, the lift stopped and they started falling backwards. It went to the lift, I believe, number 2, and he was kind of stuck because he had people screaming, shouting, and he decided to press and went to 64. But what he didn't know is that the plane had already hit that World Trade Center towers, and after the plane had attacked the first floor, or after the plane had hit the first floor, not the first floor but the floors which were at the top, he didn't know that in the following incident the plane was going to hit in the middle of that same building. But after finding his colleagues in the office, they were kind of relaxed and they thought that he asked them why they were not getting out, but he didn't ask, but he was told to stay there. But it's later that he was informed that those who were at the desk had informed them not to come down of the building because they could have disturbed the whole incident where the firefighters could have come and saved. But to cut the story short, he ended up actually surviving, but most of the colleagues which they were with, all of them died. So from this incident, I ended up learning some important thing, that probably the most important thing we have, each and every one of us, is life, but we tend to underrate it or to not see it of no substance immediately because we are so entitled to be alive, to be heard. But once you see that your life can flash within a few seconds, then you come really into your normal senses and you start appreciating those things which really matter. For instance, your life, family members, colleagues, friends, and you normally start pursuing some things which are so important to you. So for me, I believe that's what I learned today, and give in the comment section what were your thoughts today? What have you learned till today? Probably is there anything which you have underappreciated, but after hearing my story, you have started kind of appreciating those things which you have, and probably what are those things which you have really underappreciated, but now after watching this video, you have found them to be more interesting that you thought. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.